Okay. Well, Rick Holland here for Healthy Tech Talk, and I'm going to introduce to you one of the star teachers of UDET's class, Sabina. What's your last name, Sabina?
Gelb.
Gelb. G-E-L-P.
B.
G-E-L-B. Well, pleased to meet you, Sabina.
Nice to meet you too.
Good. And so, tell me something. What is it so interesting about holistic health that would benefit people? Tell me what you do. Like, what is your excitement? What is your passion? What turned you on to all this holistic health methodologies?
If I think way back,
Yes.
and when I learned how magnificently we are created,
Yes.
and how wonderfully our body functions and is able to heal and recreate itself, that got me really excited. My husband and I learned about it. We taught our children about that principle of regeneration of the body, and now they're teaching their grandchildren, like our grandchildren, but their children about that. That gets me very excited. And so I've been able, over the last 10 years, to take different types of training, and I had great mentors in the training process. One of them is Yvette Eastman with Touchpoint Reflexology.
Good.
She has been a wonderful asset to learn and really understand more of how reflexology, which that's what I learned with her, besides Touch for Health and reflexology for animals as well. Because I have two passions. I have passions to work with people, but I also have a passion to work with animals. And so I've taken, parallel to my reflexology training, I've taken dog training as well. And then I've learned through Linda Tellington-Jones and her sister Robin Hood about T-Touch, Tellington Touch.
Tellington Touch.
Yeah.
Now that's fascinating and interesting. Tell me a little bit about that.
To make it very simple, it's turning on the cell communication. It's like when you have a light switch and you turn on the light switch and all of a sudden the cells go, wow, yes, I'm lit up. That's kind of what you're doing with T-Touch. It's working with the nervous system, working with learning, enhancement, and stress reductions. And that's what we do as well with reflexology.
So you can use Tellington Touch both on humans and animals?
Yes, and I do, and I love it. It's wonderful when you can just see a person that comes in and is stressed and is uptight, maybe to unload a little bit about their story, what they're carrying, and then you can do I do a little bit of massage as well, and just you can see this body relaxing, the shoulders dropping, the smile coming back, light back into the eye. There's just nothing more wonderful to be able to do that with a person.
So how did Tellington Touch come to be? What happened? How did it get created?
Tellington Touch originally came through the Feldenkrais training that Linda Tellington-Jones did, and she has been a rider ever since she was almost born, and has used the techniques that she learned through Feldenkrais on the horses that she was meeting and
You used to do an awful lot of work with horses. Have you done work with horses too?
I have done it just a little tiny bit. I work more with dogs.
Oh,
and,
great.
So I've done a little bit of training with assistant dogs, with PADS. I've been a puppy racer for them.
Now what is
PADS is Pacific Assistant Dog Society. They train dogs for people in a wheelchair, with mobility impairment, with hearing impairment. And so when we have animals in the training program and they're getting stressed or they're getting blocked, we can use these T-Touch methods, the little circles, little lifts and slides, very gentle work on the animals to unblock, to de-stress, and to help them learn. But the same you can do with people and with children. And my daughter, for example, when she gave birth to her baby, I taught her husband very simple ways of doing some Tellington Touch work, and he was able, during the birth, using that and being a co-worker in the labor of birthing their daughter, and it was just fabulous.
And Tellington Touch has been around for a long, long time, and it's a very credible system, isn't it?
Very. There has been lots of research done. Different people that have taken the training and had training in other areas have done research on it, and they have actually seen that the brain waves can balance in the person
No
that
kidding.
does the T-touch, and
Really?
also in the person or animal that is being T-touched.
So have they hooked them up to electrodes on the brain?
They have done
studies?
that, yeah. And to find more about that, it'd
Really?
be good to talk to Linda in person.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's
absolutely.
great.
I'm going to want to talk to Linda.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh,
Yes.
good. So what do you think of the class? You're one of the instructors here.
Yes.
And this class is, there's so much to learn. And it's so, but Yvette does it in such a gentle way and such. How do you use reflexology? You are an active reflexologist, right?
I am, yes.
So when you're working on somebody's feet, what do you expect at the end of the reflexology session? What do you expect to see happen in the person?
The biggest expectation, if you can talk about expectation, is that the person will relax. That to me is a given, so that when the person is in my chair or on the massage table, that after a session the person will feel different. There will be a shift. And sometimes there is an emotional release in a person, and it can look in different ways. It can be crying even. You know, sometimes I've had sessions where I've had a massage session and I just was able to release some of that cell memory, because that's what we're working with when we are dealing with people in no matter what touches we are doing. We're releasing some of the drama that has been in an area, and the cells are feeling safe enough to release that cell memory, release that drama that might have happened, and that is just wonderful to be able to facilitate that in a person. It's just a gift.
You know, that phenomenon happened to me several times when I was working on people's feet, and they would start to cry.
Yeah.
And I asked you that. I said, after the sixth person started to cry when I was working on their feet, I said, okay. I went to her and I said, what's the deal? Am I charging too much money? Is that why you're crying? She said, no, it's an emotional release.
Yes.
And it bothered me at first, because I'm thinking, what's going on? But when she explained it is an emotional release and it's a good thing for them, then I relaxed with her, because it's not normal for somebody to cry, and I just had to, I just relax with them and just look down and concentrate on their feet and let them cry. But that's a phenomenon that happens to a lot of reflexologists, isn't it?
And isn't it a gift to be able to give somebody an emotional release? We pack so much with us, and for somebody to feel safe enough in your hands to be able to do that is wonderful.
Exactly. Now, you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that when people take reflexology, they don't just stop at reflexology. They usually go for touch for health. Tell me a little bit about touch for health, because I took that with Yvette as well. But what does it mean to you, touch for health?
To me, I have learned it with Yvette, and I have come back, and I've decided this year I want to come back again, because it's been actually a few years, and it is just such a wonderful understanding of how one muscle that might get quite tense can overpower another area.
Yes.
And if you can balance the working between the two muscles, then the whole body can balance itself again. Because whenever you have an injury or a drama to one side, the other side has to take over to have that homeostasis in the body again. So you have sometimes a bullying muscle that is really overpowering another one.
And it's based on oriental medicine, right?
It is, yeah. You have all the...
We've got to go. So this was Rick Holland and Sabina. Thank you so much. Let's do this again.
Okay.
Let's do a series of podcasts with you and your husband, and we'll put it on the internet and we'll just have great fun.
Sounds
all right?
great.
Terrific.
Thank you so much for
You're
the
welcome. It was my
privilege.
pleasure.